Hello, good morning, and welcome to this live review of Lagunitas Maximus Colossal IPA, Robusticus Flavorcus. Ain't that cute? There's Julius the dog Caesar, or is that Tiberius Caesar? All right, 9% alcohol, 60 bitterness units, brewed in America by Lagunitas Brewing Company, introduced in 2001, but I know it's been reformulated at least once and maybe twice. But anyway, it's a classic style India Pale Ale. And you'll see what I mean. Look how clear it pours. Where is the haze craze? Where is the haze craze? You can see my face through this. Hi. Mr. R says morning. Morning to you. That sure does look tasty. It sure is going to be. It's got, would be a thicker head and a taller glass, but it's got the off-white head, the clear amber appearance. Pale ale. Well, it doesn't really look too pale, does it? It's an India Pale Ale. All right, so let's look. It says full of Simcoe and Cascade hops. So Cascade and Simcoe hops, rich malted barley, and malted wheat. So this uses wheat. Now they've got Munich malt, barley malt, Munich barley malt, English crystal barley malt, it says English crystal is for a burnt sugary snap. Malted wheat and biscuity Munich malt. So the Munich malt is supposed to give it a biscuity thing about it. Original gravity of 1.084. The OG original gravity measures solids in the wort before fermentation to consistently arrive at the same alcohol content of a beer. Pretty neat, huh? Says. Floral. A major component of hop aroma is geraniol, a primary player in the aroma of geraniums. This compound really comes through, complementing the other hop flavors perfectly. Citrus, similar to our IPA, Lagunitas, the famous Lagunitas IPA, C hops, Citra, Cascade, those Centennial. C hops provide a full range of citrus flavors from orange juice to grapefruit rind. Fruity. The elevated levels of hops and alcohol in this beer allows more flavors to shine through, bringing notes of dark berries and nectarines to play off the floral and citrus notes. Now, I don't usually pick up all of that, but sold year-round on draft in bottles, stovepipe cans, 19.2 ounce, and 12-ounce cans. And you have your link below. Where did I buy this? I can't remember. Where did I buy it? Okay, it smells bready. Wheat bread. Barley bread. And there's some pine resins. It's like pine sap, but it has no pine in it. It's the hops. Let's go with the taste. Cheers. Good old West Coast style, but maybe made in Chicago on the Great Lakes coast. Oh, yeah. Fruity. It is berry-like, as they say. Berry, B-E-R-R-Y. Bitter, 60 bitterness units. I would rather if it was 90, but got to take what you can get these days. We want Hop Stupid to come back. It was something Farms Hop Stupid. Remember, it was Something Farm, Hop Stupid. I guess where they grew the hops was Something Farm, but that was a real big hit 12, 13 years ago. And then sort of like a legendary product back then. But then as taste changed and people wanted to go to all this hazy, fruity stuff that tasted like coagulated cereal dust at the bottom of the cereal bowl, I guess Hop Stupid lost its cachet and they discoded it, which was very stupid. Don't see the Waldos around here. Don't see it. I didn't buy this here in this town. No. Oh, I remember now where I bought it. Covington, Louisiana, which is many miles from here, over an hour drive. And it's I was at Acuista Paces looking at their liquor and beer, and I was thinking about buying a Scotch whiskey called That 69 Gold. That 69 Gold. And I was looking at old advertisements for 69 Gold, and it was saying it was lighter flavored. And Diageo still has a web page for That 69, but I didn't buy it. It was $30 for the handle, but I didn't buy it. Maybe next year I'll buy it. Maybe next week I'll buy it. But no, I don't go to Covington too much, to tell you the truth. But yeah, That 69. I ended up paying $38. Ended up paying more money for doggone White Horse last Saturday. White Horse. No, not last Saturday. It must have been 3 weeks ago. Time flies when you're drinking fun. Time flies when you're having fun. White Horse. I gave 750 milliliters up to my friend David. He better appreciate it. I told him now I gave you a 375 of the Stedman Select Kentucky Straight Bourbon. I gave you 750 milliliters of White Horse. I gave you 375 of a third product I couldn't recall. I could if I sat here long enough, thought about it. I said, now that gives us no, you know what? I gave him 750, 375, 375, 375. I gave him a full handle of different products over the years. I said, now it was supposed to be where we traded. I send you some and then you send me some, but ain't none came this way yet. I said, nothing's come back. It's only going out. I said, about time for it to come my way. I said, but I'm not going to be greedy. I said, you can get off easy. I said, you could go to Dorgnac's and buy one of those cheap Canadian whiskeys that I've never had, and you can get a handle for $14.99 plus tax. Or you could go to Total Wine and More. They got Canadian Lake whiskey, which I've only reviewed from a tiny bottle. I wanted to get a full bottle. I said $15.99. Then we even Steven on that trade thing. But he didn't do it. He went and bought a 750 milliliters of a bourbon, which I don't need more bourbon. I'm going to tell you right now. He bought Jepson's bourbon from Chicago. He got it $15 for a 750. I said, well, now you pay $15 for a 750, and you still got 1,000 milliliters to make it even. And I just tried to tell you, you could have paid $14.99 and been done with it, but can't go wrong with Lagunitas. No, you can't. Jean-Pierre says, good morning, Jay. That IPA is really good, Jay. It sure is. What I meant to say is that IPA is really good from Lagunitas. Well, I understood what you meant. All right. I was sitting on my hand because my hand was a little cold. I had a cold front come through. We had a cold front come through. Started coming through exactly 2 o'clock this morning, 2:01. So I shut all the windows on the north side of the house because the wind was blowing through, and I didn't want it to get too cold. It's down to 63. Well, the sun is out. Beautiful blue sky. One of those few days a year we get the beautiful blue skies. So Let's see if it holds though. I'm not gonna mark it down as sunny and dry yet, because if later in the day the humidity comes back from the Gulf and it gets clouded up, then it doesn't count. It's got to stay sunny and dry the whole day. You see, or it doesn't count. Okay, back to this. I poured the rest in this Disaronno glass. Isn't that a pretty product? Look at that. Oh, it's so clear. It's not like one of these unfinished beers that they try to pawn off on people. And they be running to get it. Oh, look how thick. Look how full of sediment it is. And you put your pinky in it and it gets grit on it from lupulin powder. I'm like, oh yeah, that's really what I want to drink, you know. 9,000 calories per 12-ounce bottle. 9% alcohol. You're not drinking the beer. You're eating the beer, okay? You're eating the beer. It's full of all this particulate matter. It's going, and you see the guys, they're walking around drinking the beer. Oh yeah, their stomach is like out to here. Chest is all barrel chested, not from muscle. Probably hypertension. I don't know, but it's like, oh yeah, that's really got to be healthy for you, you know. That's, and then let's go to a buffet and eat and eat and eat and eat. Then the next thing you know, you're taking all these pills for blood pressure. What they call that? Cholesterol, which have every kind of side effects. So then you're taking pills for the side effects. Then the side effect pills have side effects. So you're taking pills for that. Oh yeah, that's healthy. Yeah, it rained earlier here in Atlanta. You live in Atlanta now? Or are you still in the outskirts to the northeast? But it's clearing up. Partly sunny, mid-60s today. Oh, see, it passed through here earlier. So, oh, it's so nice. Oh, yeah. Boy, my internet was so messed up last night, Jean. But it cleared up. I said, watch when I go to sleep. I'm going to wake up and it's cleared up. Turn it on this morning. Fast. I said, I knew it was coming from their end. I'm talking about the internet company. And they were saying, oh, we're going to send somebody over. Well, by the time they come Monday, I'm going to tell them, no use coming. There's something on your end. It's happened over the last 21 years. And then they'll say, oh, yeah. What do they usually say? It's coming from the head source, meaning the top, from them. The broadcast went well. Like after we shut off last night on Fandango Friday, I watched the replay, not the whole thing, but you know, I watched it, and yeah, everything was fine. It was my output was fine. It was my input was bad. I couldn't hear them, and but I was glad, so I didn't have to delete it. And I woke up this morning. It was fast. I watched all the baseball highlights in a snap. I went through each game, and everything was high speed, high definition. Watch all the good highlights. Watch the Cubs kill the Dodgers. Craig Swinson says, just turning in. I have not seen Maximus in years, unfortunately. I mean, I found it 70 miles away. I'm not driving 70 miles. Oh, sure, we get Lagunitas beers in my town. Don't even doubt it. But we don't get like their best. We get Lagunitas IPA. Oh, that's a jewel. There's no way that's not an A. That's an A. You know, no complaints. But we don't get the best. We don't get the Maximus. We don't get the Waldos. So they're sticking us with the second tier. If one should call Lagunitas IPA a second tier, it's not. But you know what I'm saying? We're not getting the D IPA. No, I don't want the metal. I want the heavy metal. No, I mean, okay. Same something. I only see the regular IPA. Yeah, we get a little something shows up sometimes, and then it'd be gone. I'm not too keen on it. I like it, but I'm not keen on it because it's too wheaty. It's got too much wheat to me. Y'all might say, oh, no, I love the wheat. This product has wheat too. Now, wheat is not a typical IPA ingredient, okay? I guess that softens it up, whatever. Okay, so, but I can deal with it. Oh, look at that lacing. is this beer in A. Now I paid $9.99 for the 6-pack. Yes, that's right. $9.99 for the 6-pack. And I think this day and age, that's a good price. I'm serious. And I'm unanimous in that. Um, oh, it's bitter, but it's good bitter. You know how New Belgium Ranger used to be bad bitter? This is good bitter. It's juicy. It's savory. It's so it's so full of juice, but not in that New England insipid, those sucking. It's the good juiciness. It's the good clarity. It's the good bitterness. It's the good savoriness. It's the good maltiness. It's the good everythingness. If you got on the internet and you were talking about, oh, this is no good, I would have to question, is it dank? No, it is not. It's clean, crisp, and refreshing in sort of a macro type sense of the word. You say, well, after all, it is macro because it's on behind that. I'm not gonna say it. That word will never come out of my mouth. And even if I was to say Heineken on this hangout, which I'm not going to say Heineken, no matter what you tell me, I will not say it. But what I'm saying is, it's got that crispness, it's got that cleanness, it's got that enjoyableness, that wonderfulness, sweetness. Well, let's say it is very malty. Let's say 3 out of 5 hop cones. You could go higher though. Yeah, 3.5. I think I have to say 3.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. 3.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. Bitterness. Well, like I say, it's the good bitterness, not that old New Belgium Ranger bad bitterness. I'm not talking about the New Belgium, the current one. I'm not talking about the Voodoo Ranger. I'm talking about the bad Ranger. Bitterness is 4 out of 5 hop cones. 4 out of 5 hop cones. But do not think that this is particularly bitter. Now, my father, he'll say, why would anybody, he says this like every weekend, why would anyone want to drink a beer that's bitter? You know, he say bitter beer face, right? Keystone, like I say, it's not, and I tell him, it's not the kind of bitterness you're thinking of. You're thinking of a bad bitterness. It's not the same thing. But he won't, well, I should say he can't understand it because he doesn't drink alcohol for the last 20 years. So he can't, he doesn't have that experiential thing going. See, he'll smell the beer. So let me smell it. Oh, he'll say, oh, that's horrible. That's trash. But I think he's just playing because he wants to smell it because it's like bringing back memories. But his memories are Coors Light. No, but really, his memories are Coors Light and what did he drink before that? Oh yeah, Miller Lite. Yeah, really, he was way out there on the edge, you know. But and I told him, I said, I got a photo of you in Baton Rouge, Louisiana in 1970. I told him, I said, I have a photo from 1970, and you were walking in Baton Rouge drinking a Schlitz out of the can, of course. He said, yeah, I would drink that. And I'm like, yeah, you would drink that. A little bit. Insulted him a little bit. Okay, got some errands, including getting an oil change, says Jean-Pierre. Oh, good. Get that oil change, keep your maintenance up, and you probably have less trouble down the road. $2.99 for an 18-ounce can of this beer. I don't think you're talking about an 18-ounce can. I think you're talking about a 19.2-ounce can. And Claude Diamond wanted to join last night on Fandango Friday with Modelo Especial. So you cannot join. You cannot join with a beer. You have to have a liquor or liqueur. I'm sorry. So he said he's getting, what do you say? I'm getting banned or something. I said, you're not getting banned. It's just it doesn't fit the theme. But I invited him to be in Alcohol Eggs, and we like Claude, and we want him to hang out with us. Now Sunday, it won't matter. Like Sunday morning, but he'll be doing the video at 7:30 in the morning. I don't guess he'll join then. But if it's Super Sunday, you could bring whatever you want. You could bring Modelo Especial. It'd be no problem. Cheers, Louisiana Beer Reviews. Cheers to you, Tommy. Oh, and one more thing. Oh, so this beer gets an A. I mean, you knew that when I started the video. You knew when I started the video this is going to get an A. There's no way this beer does not get an A. No way. Now, if you don't like this beer, you don't like IPAs. I know that's a blanket statement, but I just believe it. I just don't, no. Now you say it ain't no ghost in the machine, and I'm going to say, thankfully. No, it's primo, 96 out of 100. You heard me right. 96 out of 100. Okay, upcoming schedule. We had to make some changes due to some opposition from people. Fine, I get it. So this Wednesday coming up, like a flower. We have Keystone Light, because there's no other Keystone. Keystone Ice, gone. Keystone Premium, gone. And it wasn't that good anyway. It was like the least enjoyable of the macros, but oh well. So Keystone Light. Then on May 3rd, we have Joker's Wild Wednesday. Anything you want to bring, beer, wine, liquor, tea, milk, Kool-Aid, or Flavor Aid, or Weilers. May 10th is Foster's Ale, Foster's Premium Ale. Oh, 5.5%. Okay. Only sold in the 25.4 ounce, 750 milliliter cans. But it might still be in bottles, but basically you're going to find it in cans. All right. May 17th is Coors Light. We're going to examine Coors Light, the silver bullet, formerly the Silver Bullet, but they dropped that because of, bullets and all of that. All right. May 24th is any Founders beer. Any Founders beer. And I think I'm going to bring the Porter because they got a new label. May 31st, Miller Lite. Miller Lite, formerly known as Light by Miller. That was the original name, Light by Miller. All right, last comments, and we're out of here. For the awesome, the wonderful, the great, the champion, the best, the best, the best. Well, it's not Pliny the Elder, but then nobody can get that. The best, Lagunitas, Maximus, 9.0, 60 IBUs. The best, the best, the best, the best, the best. Last comments. Cheers, Louisiana Beer Review, says Tommy. Foster's with caramel color added. Right, and there's nothing says real beer like caramel color added. Or real scotch, but cool it. All right. Good morning, Jay, says Kevin Johnston. Haven't tuned in for a while because I hate your guts. Oh no, I added that, because I'm cagey. I'm not cagey. It's an example of chicanery. Hope you have been well. Cheers. Yes, I have been. Thank goodness. Foster's. Oh yeah, already read that. How did you score the Lagunitas Maximus? Sorry, I just tuned in, says Kevin. Oh, 96. 96, 9.6 out of 10. A most excellent product, a wonderful product, And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Petaluma, California, or Chicago, Illinois, and tour one of the Lagunitas breweries. Oh, what a product. Oh, what a treat. Oh, what a great beer. Mm-mm-mm.